Okay, moving to the next type of questions that can be asked for the K-map minimization is you will be given a minimal SOP, but not the exact minimized one. That is, the question will not be in standard SOP. So the first step that you have to do when the question is given, which is not in standard SOP, convert that to standard SOP first. So in this case, F is equal to A bar is not complete. That is, B is missing. AB is complete, AB bar is also complete. So in order to convert that to standard SOP, I am putting an X there. So A bar X plus AB plus AB bar. So A bar is 0. X can have the value either 1 or 0. So 0, 1, 0, 0. AB is 1, 1. AB bar is 1, 0. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. So sigma M 1, 0, 3 and 2. Okay, so sigma M 0, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the standard canonical SOP, and all these values, all these cells, we are going to put 1 in the K-map. So when you put 1 in the K-map, we can see that all the cells occupied the value 1. So when all these cells in a K-map occupies the value 1, the minimized expression for that is 1. F minimum is 1. We can verify that using algebraic method of minimization of the same question. Let's verify by like that by applying axioms and postulates. So F is equal to A bar plus AB plus AB bar. So from this AB plus AB bar, we can take A outside. So it is A bar plus A within bracket B plus B bar, and B plus B bar is 1. We know that. So it is A bar plus A, and A bar plus A is also A is 1. That is up by applying inverse law. Okay. So it is both by both method we got the answer as right. So keep in mind when all the cell values occupy 1 in a K-map, the minimized expression is 1. Okay. Yes. Now moving to next slide. Next is what we are going to see is a 3-variable K-map, because how we came to know it is a 3-variable K-map when we check the sigma M value, it is not up to 3. It is 4, 5 and 6 is there. So definitely it will be 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 3 is 8. 8 cells will be there. So 3 variables are there. So we are going to represent 3 variables in the K-map like this. A, the next 2 variables are BC. Okay, so A can take the values 0 and 1. Now BC values, what we are going to represent is 0, 0. BC can be 0, 0, 0, 1. Now keep in mind this is 1, 1. Next cell which is adjacent to this cell is 1, 1, not 1, 0. Okay, when we are going to represent these values in binary values, it will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. But what we are going to represent in the K-map is not binary value. This type of writing is called as gray code representation. Gray code representation means every numbers in a gray code differs only in one bit. Let's see it. So this is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. Next is 1, 1. And the next value is 1, 0. See, 0, 0 and 0, 1. 0 maintains as 0 here. 0 changed to 1. Only one bit change. Okay, so if 0, 1, if the next bit value was 1, 0, let's see, 0 changed to 1, 1 bit change, 1 changed to 0. So second bit change. So there will be 2 bit change. So we cannot say that these two cells will be adjacent if you represent 1, 0 here. That is why it is kept as 1, 1. So if this cell is 1, 0 changed to 1, 1 bit change, 1 maintained as 1 itself. So there is only 1 bit change. Only then these two cells becomes adjacent. Okay, so this should be 1, 1. Next is 1, 0. Okay, and here it is 0 and 1. Now we are going to plot the cell values. So when you, how will you name this cell? This cell is for 0, 0, 0, hence the min term 0. This cell is for 0, 0, 1, hence it is for 1. This is 0, 1, 1, that is for 3. And this is 0, 1, 0, this is for 2. Okay, so it is not 0, 1, 2 and 3. It is 0, 1, here it is 2 and here it is 3, because we know that 0, 1, 1 is 3. Okay, similarly, this location is 1, 0, 0, hence it is for 4. This is 1, 0, 1, hence it is for 5. And this is 1, 1, 1, hence it is 7. This is 1, 1, 0, hence it is 6. Okay, now we are going to plot 1 on this K map for this min terms. So the location 0, that is the min term 0, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 gets the value 1. 0, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 got the value. We got the value as 1. The remaining cells will be having the value 0. We don't need to plot 0 into the K-map. It is understood. You need to plot only one value. And now next step is you have to group it. Okay, so grouping has to be done. When the grouping is done, keep in mind you will be grouping ones which are adjacent, and if there is a possibility of grouping into higher groups, consider that. And also keep in mind that the number of terms that we will get after grouping should be as least as possible. Okay, so I know that there are one here, and here also there is 1 and 1. So we know that these two columns are adjacent. That is, when we look at the cell value 0 0, here it is 1 0, 0 changed to 1. Okay, 1 bit change, 0 change to 0. So these two cells are adjacent, which means that when you consider this as a paper, just wrap it around this point, this corner point, just wrap it around to this corner point. So when you do that, it can be, when you visualize it, you can understand that these two cells become adjacent. Okay, so these two cells are actually adjacent. So you can group as this one and this one as a quad. Okay, so group it as a quad. You are grouping this one as well as these two ones, and you are grouping as a quad. How will you represent what is the representation for this quad? This value of A is changing for these four ones. A is 0 for these two ones. A is 1 for these two ones. So we cannot take A. Now consider BC values. Here B is 0, here the B value is 1. Hence you cannot take B. What about C value? Here it is 0, here it is 0. So you can take the value C only for the quad, this quad. So representation is, since C is 0, it is C bar. Hence for the group, this quad group, the representation is C bar. It is C bar. Okay, so those four ones are grouped. Now the remaining, these two ones are there. You cannot diagonally group. You cannot group as diagonal. Why? Because diagonals are not adjacent cells. 5 and this 3 are not adjacent. Okay, so what we are going to do is that I can group as a single group, but I told you before grouping, you have to make sure that is it possible to group that one to a higher group. Yes, it is possible, because you can see an adjacent one here, hence you can group to this one. So this one is grouped to this one. Similarly, this one is also grouped to this one. So again you will get two pairs. Okay, so what is the representation of this pair? This pair A is 0, hence it is A bar. And for this, when you look at the BC values, it is B. Okay, so it is A bar B. That is A bar B. Okay, and for this group, you got the value A as 1. And for the BC values, it is B bar. So it is A B bar. That is A B bar. So this is the minimized expression for the sigma M 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, C bar plus A B bar plus A bar B. And when the question is asked to implement a circuit for this question, what you have to do is that you have to minimize it and you have to express the circuit in the minimized format. So this is what you are going to implement. C bar plus A B bar plus A bar B is what you are going to implement. So C bar can be obtained as C. After passing through the NOT gate, you get C bar. A and B bar can be obtained from after getting through the NOT gate, you will get B bar. So A and B bar, after passing through the AND gate, you will get A B bar. And for A bar B, A is obtained from this wire, and after passing through the NOT gate, you will get A bar. And for B, you obtain from this wire, and passing through the AND gate, you will get A bar B. And the C bar, A B bar, and A bar B, after passing through an OR gate, you will get the minimized expression. That is this expression. Okay, so that is how the circuit is implemented. So this is the first example of a three variable K-map. Next, we are moving to the next question. That is minimize F is equal to sigma M 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so when you plot this 1, 2, again this is also three variable K-map. I am plotting the value 1 for the locations 1, 2, 4, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 4, 6 and 7, and now I'm going to group it. So when I check the values of ones. I understood that the corner ones can be grouped as a pair. So this is the first pair. Okay, so this is the first, sorry. So this is the first pair, this one, and this one is grouped, and this becomes your first pair. Okay, how will represent that? The value of A remains same. So A, then B is changing. B 0 changed to 1. So you cannot take B. C is 0. So it is A C bar. That is A C bar is taken. Okay. Then the remaining ones are this one is there, this one is there, and this one is there. So this one can be grouped with this adjacent one. So this is second group. Okay. So when you group like that, what you'll get is that it is A B. So it is A B. So that is also grouped. So these two ones and this one are also grouped. Now the remaining are this one and this one. This cannot be grouped together because they are not adjacent. So this one can be grouped with this one and make it as a group. So it is A got cancelled, A changed. It is B C bar. So it is B C bar. Okay. And what about this one? Can it be grouped to any remaining ones? No, you can't. You can't group. There is no adjacent one for this one. Hence, you are grouping as a single group. This is single group. So value of this single group is A bar, B bar, C. A bar, B bar, C. This is the minimized expression for the expression f is equal to sigma m 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7. Okay.